Now, time for sports. If you want to see your Cougar baseball team take on Elon, you're in luck. The College of Charleston is providing a shuttle to take you to Patriots Point tomorrow, April 23rd. In NFL action, the draft starts tonight at 7:30 on ESPN. Be sure to tune in. Hi, thanks for the introduction, Lauren. I'm standing here outside of Special Collections on the third floor of the Addlestone Library. Many students at the College of Charleston don't know what Special Collections is, and today I'm here to tell you what makes Special Collections so special. College of Charleston has begun discussions on diversity around campus. According to College of Charleston President George Benson, diversifying the college's student body is one of the highest priorities for this upcoming semester. Hi, thanks, Sean. Well, one thing's for sure, this project is not cheap. The exterior renovation of Randolph Hall costs around $4 million itself. I'm here in the Cougar Media office with Katie Riker, the general manager of CTV. Today she's going to tell us a little bit of what goes on here and what her plans are for next year with CTV. Hi, I'm Keith Pinkerts for CFC Scene. I'm standing here in the second floor of the Calhoun Annex where all of the CFC radio networks along with Cougar Media Network's offices are located. Today I met with Jeff Yost, the new editor-in-chief of the George Street Observer, to see what he actually does here for Cougar Media Network and the changes he's going to make for the George Street Observer next year. Hi, I'm Keith Pinkerts for CFCC. Have you filled out your 2010 census? Well, according to College of Charleston President George Benson, many college students go undercounted when looking at the results for a census. Let's find out what College of Charleston students think about the 2010 census and why many students fail to fill it out. Hi, I'm Keith Pinkerts for CFCC. Today I'm going to show you a place at the College of Charleston that not many students know about, the John Rivers Communication Museum. The museum is home to several inventions that help explain the history of broadcasting and communications. I'm here in the Cougar Media office with Katie Riker, the general manager of CTV. Today she's going to tell us a little bit of what goes on here and what her plans are for next year with CTV. What is your current position in CTV?
Well, currently I'm the outgoing news director and the incoming general manager.
How did you get involved with CTV?
Well, the spring of my sophomore year in my writing for the mass media class, the then general manager came and told us that she was looking for new applicants there was a lot of positions to fill. And having done an internship the summer before that with the news station, I knew that I wanted to get more involved on campus. And
what is the coolest thing you've done with CTV?
I've done a lot of really cool things, but I'd say the most memorable thing for me that I did was I interviewed a married undergraduate student, and I just think that that was just a really cool story, and he was a really cool person to talk to.
What are your plans after you graduate?
Well, hopefully getting a job. I would love to apply for reporting jobs, and I'm really realistic about it. I'm not expecting to start off anywhere great. I just love to start off small and in a small market and make my mistakes. And
what traits do you look for in your staff members?
I look for people to be really enthusiastic and personable, people that I know that if I walk into the office they'd be fun to talk to, and people that I know that when they go out and they're representing Cougar TV that they're representing us well.
Is there anything else you think people should know about you?
Well, I think one kind of surprising thing, and my friends sort of make fun of me about it all the time, is that my lifetime goal is to be the next Kelly Ripa, because I just think she's hilarious.
Well, Katie, thank you very much for meeting with me today. And if you'd like to find out more information about Katie and with CTV, you can visit cisternyard.com. For CFC Scene, I'm Keith Pinkerts. Hi, I'm Keith Pinkerts for CFC Scene. I'm standing here in the second floor of the Calhoun Annex where all of the CFC radio networks along with Cougar Media Network's offices are located. Today, I met with Jeff Yost, the new editor-in-chief of the George Street Observer, to see what he actually does here for Cougar Media Network and the changes he's going to make for the George Street Observer next year. Jeff has been involved with Cougar Media Network since freshman year. He started off as a DJ for CFC Radio and is now being promoted to editor-in-chief of the George Street Observer. What is the biggest difference between working with the radio and George Street Observer?
Obviously there's two different focuses to the different products. Radio is purely an entertainment product. It's all about music. Whereas the George Street Observer, we're reporting, serving as an information source, and then that's a kind of different role.
Jeff has several ideas for next year's George Street Observer. I spoke to him about some of the changes he plans to make.
We're going to do a couple of really cool things, I think. One of them, the Indulge section, which is the feature section, is going to be completely rebranded. We're going to call it something different. And it's not going to come out every week. It's going to come out every 2 weeks. And it's going to be designed a little more like a magazine.
Jeff's co-workers are very excited to work with him next year.
I have worked with Jeff at Cougar Media Network for 2 years, and he's done a lot of really good things with radio this year, so I expect to see good things next year from Jeff at the George Street Observer.
Expect to see several changes in the George Street Observer next year after Jeff takes over. If you'd like to find out more information about the George Street Observer, please check out www.cisternyard.com. For CFCC, I'm Keith Pinkerts.
Hi, I'm Keith Pinkert for CFCC. Today I'm going to show you a place at the College of Charleston that not many students know about, the John Rivers Communication Museum. The museum is home to several inventions that help explain the history of broadcasting and communications. Curator Rick Zender first took me in the phonography room. The first phonograph was invented by Thomas Edison and consisted of tinfoil wrapped around a plastic cylinder. As technology advanced, they began placing phonographs inside of wooden cabinets to help with volume control. This is a phonograph over 100 years old that still works today. He then took us into the radio room. He showed me the evolution of radios and what they were used for in the past. Zender says the radio was used for broadcasting about the war and was sometimes used for comedic relief. Our last stop was the television room. Here Zender showed me some of the original television. Zender says, and this is a direct quote, a television is simply FM radio with a picture. In the past, the picture was too small, so they would place a magnifying glass in front of it to make it larger. Television has changed dramatically over the past 50 years. The John Rivers Communication Museum is open Monday through Friday from noon until 4 p.m. It is located in the Elliott House on 58 George Street across from the CVS. The museum hosts several special events throughout the week. For more information about these events, please call 843-953-5810. For CFC Scene, I'm Keith Pinkerts.